Hey everybody, well I thought it would be fun to talk a little bit about our upcoming trip to the United States. And this share a little story that I thought was illustrative of cultural differences between the United States and Japan. We're going to be going back and staying with my brother and his wife, that's Lyle, and his wife Jen, and they have their new little baby Parker. And it'll be the first time for us to meet Jen and Parker, and it'll be a real reunion of many sorts because it's been quite a while since we've been back there as a family. I was back several years ago by myself, but it's been a long time since the three of us have been back. We've got to change that and make that a more routine thing. It's very important to do that, of course, too, especially for Emily, to help her feel normalized in American culture. But anyway, we had a funny incident recently where we're all excited about our trip, and I got a message from Lyle sharing all about their agenda for us. And we're going to be there for 2 weeks, and Lyle had a long laundry list of all the things that he and Jen had planned to do with us, including the typical things, Disneyland and SeaWorld and a trip out to Catalina Island, and then some extraordinary things such as the tour of an active-duty aircraft carrier that they believe will be in port. Apparently, they know the captain of an aircraft carrier that they can arrange for a tour. That's going to be really exciting. I can't wait to do that. And this is really exciting. Lyle's neighbor is a police officer, and I'm going to be going on a ride-along one night. Joining the officer in the patrol car. This is all official on the up and up. You can actually allow us to set this all up. I'm going to be riding along in the patrol car all evening, doing the kind of like real live cops. Won't that be exciting? Plus myriad other things, including lots of outings to here and there and all kinds of things to do. And when I shared, I got real excited about this. And when I shared the tour to an Air Force base, we're going to go to an Air Force base. Well, and I like a lot of military stuff, so there's a lot of that stuff thrown in. And then of course for the ladies, the military stuff for the boys, and then for the ladies, Jen's going to be taking Yumiko and Emily to a spa, an all-day spa, and lots of shopping excursions, and just jam. I want a big, huge party, and I mean, for the family, and just a whole bunch of stuff that's going on. Anyway, I shared. Here's where it gets to the cultural element. I shared this list with Yumiko, and the reaction on her face was just this expression. Oh my gosh, she's like, how many days are we going to be there? And just that one comment alone made me realize that the different way that my wife's family and my family, and I don't think it's safe to say Japanese and Americans in general, because there are lots of exceptions on either side. There's lots of Japanese who are very spontaneous, and lots of Americans who are very careful in their planning. But I think generalities I can apply this, especially to our family. My family operates in a manner where we simply cast our seeds across the field and see whatever pops up, right? Take a handful of seeds, sunflower seeds, cast them out into the field and see what grows. Whereas my wife's family takes the approach of carefully allocating a seed to each little spot and then carefully tending it to bring each one up. So it's really sowing wild oats, sowing oats, and sowing seeds madly versus careful cultivation, two operation styles in our families, and by extension, I think I'm going to go ahead and make the leap and say my culture as well. So, to my wife, she was just stunned. She thought, "How are we going to possibly accommodate that? How are we going to plan this? How can we do this?" I mean, she was worried in a nice way. I mean, she wasn't being critical of Lyle or Jen. She just didn't know how we were going to make it work. And then I talked to her and I said, well, Yumiko, actually, the thing is, we don't. Because I can understand what Jen and Lyle are coming from. We don't actually plan to do all that stuff. We're just throwing it all out there. We're going to fill every single day with some fun activities. I mean, every day is going to have a wonderful a parade of things going on, and unless we just get so exhausted we take a day off. But we may not do it all. It's okay if whatever comes up. That's kind of just the random, going with the direction of the wind way that my family operates. And Yumiko, she understands now, but she's still struggling with that. It's a tough pill to swallow, because she's better she better operates in the world where things are planned out. So we've tried to find a middle road, a compromise road, where we, basically talk to Yumiko and find out what are the things that, you need to do. Because there's a lot of things that Yumiko needs to do as a Japanese person that none of us as Americans really can understand. For example, the procedure of buying omiyage, the gifts for the extended family to bring back to Japan when we return. That's something that Yumiko needs to do. We don't do that in the States. I mean, we bring souvenirs back, but nothing like the Japanese do. I mean, she'll have to make a list of all the people that bring the stuff back, do appropriate shopping for the right kind of gift. I mean, not every kind of gift is okay. I mean, if you're ever wondering, See's Candy makes a great return gift for almost any occasion for anyone. But it's hard to come back with 20 boxes of See's Candy. So Yumiko needs really a day to shop, and with my help, I'm not very good at helping her shopping. So I'm willing to help, but she just doesn't want my help because I'm terrible at it. But she'll need a day for that. She'll need a day to shop for herself. She needed a day for some things that we hadn't even planned about, that she had in mind. So she listed those out, and I'm working with my brother, and we're going to figure it all out and find a nice intermediary ground. The long and short of it is, though, every day is going to be jam-packed while we're there, and we needed to have a little bit of cultural understanding and patience and communication in order for our two sides to find settle on a method and a final agenda to make it happen. Looking forward to the trip. Hopefully there'll be more stories to come about this experience is coming up, and I plan to be sending out vids on this channel when we get there. The Softy Papa and Laos Brother channel will probably go silent while we're gone, but hope to have lots of vids coming up on this channel from the States. Okay, take care, everybody. Hope you have a wonderful day. Make it a good one. Bye bye.